Started as I met these guys and we was just like, yeah, let's make our own little films together, little shorts, and you come up with a little 20-page.
And it just expanded, didn't it? And it grew. At one point, Franny had a baby in it, and like it just went through all these different mad little tangents until
so
we sort of got
from a short film into a bigger film.
Yeah, there was never a set idea, was there? It sort of just grew organically, you know what I mean? And like we just thought, oh, what about this? And just bouncing sort of ideas off each other, and just taking little parts of our experiences and what we were going through at the time, and
That must have been a good moment though, to know as well that it was going to get a cinema release as well and not go straight to DVD, which some, unfortunately some films do, don't they?
Yeah. No, it's nice to see it on the screen. That some people got a chance, those who ain't got a job, because it's only on in the daytime mainly. But no,
try and change that, get some evenings.
Yeah, no, it was, of course. It's for your first thing is quite an honour.
it's a
we're
blessing,
really honoured.
And anyone else got any questions?
So why tell the story of Hoxton, and why now?
I suppose really it could be a story. It could be set anywhere. Because of our experiences of growing up in Hoxton, it only felt natural to get the authenticity, for it to be real, to keep it there, But I suppose...
Well, I think it's a case of we had access to locations in Hoxton, so that's why if we couldn't have set in West London, I don't know people with houses and pubs and that. So that was probably one of the main reasons.
And we wanted to show that that world does exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People talk about Hoxton, they talk about think about dodgy haircuts, skinny jeans. You know what I mean? They don't really know that there's these people that have been there for generations and generations. You know what I mean? And we wanted to sort of like represent them, and that's where I grew up. You know what I mean? So I wanted to sort of we wanted to sort of capture where we'd grown up and our experiences and our friends, and it's a colourful, vibrant sort of. There's colourful characters there. So you've only got to sort of step out of Hoxton Square and you're in a whole new world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's reality.
I suppose that's like what Lee said. There's generations of families that all sort of families interlock know each other. Our families, and just wanted to show a little bit of what goes on outside of what Hoxton's known for now, and hopefully we done that honestly, we tried to.
And the group of friends we knocked about with, they were like kind of lost, weren't they? Like lost souls, you know what I mean? And like didn't really know what direction they were going in, and you know what I'm saying? It was pretty sad, you know what I'm saying? And it's almost like they had this, like there's a lot of negative energy towards, I don't know if everyone feels that, in the place where they grow up, but they felt stuck, you know what I mean? I felt stuck, in that environment, and couldn't really see a way out, and I don't know, I wanted to sort of capture that, I suppose.
You do feel sometimes if you went back to that area in 20 years, you might still see some of your
doing
friends
the same thing.
Doing the same thing, hanging out in the same areas.
Yeah, and they are, some of them are, you know what I mean?
It's just their younger brothers are now older,
And what I liked earlier when we were sort of talking before was that you said that you didn't want to just make this, you did feel a bit of a pressure, people saying, maybe you've got to make a sort of different sort of film, but you wanted to keep it real for people, a bit of a love letter to Hoxton or to people that you know, and you wanted to keep that authenticity and not sort of play into, this is what a popular film's got to be about, and so you sort of glad that you stuck to your guns.
Well, we were really lucky, really, because no one stuck their oar in. We got to make the film that we wanted to make. You know what I'm saying? And so what was up there was what we intended. And it's crucial, essential that we stay true to the subject matter. You know what I mean? That was where we were coming from, really. That's why there's no guns and no major, big twists or anything. We wanted to keep it real and believable and honest and authentic. You know what I mean? And I think that meant most to us, didn't it? Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
So people could believe it. That's,
What do you think the hardest scene for you to film? Was there any that sort of posed problems logistically or emotionally even that was sort of quite difficult to capture?
I suppose the club things are quite overwhelming.
And they come really early.
We shot them on the third day, because one of our actors had to go off, Neil Maskell, he had to go off and do Kill List a week into the shoot, so we had to do all these scenes first, which meant the first big club scene on the third day of filming. And it's the first time I'd worked with a crew. The films we've made, we've just done ourselves, where you do the camera, you edit, you're doing everything. So when you turned up and there's 150 extras.
All looking to you.
Yeah. Don't like putting myself out there.
Yeah.
So but no, I think we just had a really great crew. Everyone really sort of was
Come through.
together on it and enjoyed. I think they see the passion from us because it meant so much all these years. And you know, we walked there the first day, and when we turned up, and you know, there's a marquee set up and all the monitors and all this crew and everything around. It's like, wow, you know, it's a bit like overwhelmed,
really
but
yeah.
but it was, you know, just really nice people, and everyone socialised at the end of the day, and people said, oh, it's not always like this, you know, this would be the only film where everyone gets on, and it's like, oh, really, you know, so,
Always be like